it's got a pattern which is a mirror image of itself. And what I mean by that is the top pattern is going to be just the same as the bottom but backwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down from the A, D, and G, and then we're going to go back to the D. But first of all, I should probably tell you what notes to fret. So we have 3rd fret A string, G string 5th fret with your ring finger, and our pinky is going to be on the 5th fret of the E. Again, we got... So, back to the picking. We got... Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the B to the G to the D back to the G. Sounds like a 70s band, right? BBGDs. So, we got... And then we got... Again. Right, so you get that down and you're like, okay, that's cool, whatever. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that bottom part, the mirrored part, but I'm just going to go down another group of strings. So now I'm going to be on the E, B, G, B. So let's put all those together and we'll get something like this. Now to make the exercise a little bit harder and something I haven't quite been able to pull off super smooth yet myself, I changed the chord. So I'll do that pattern a couple times through, you know, I'll get it down and then I'll just start speeding it up until I can't get it correctly and then I'll back it down just a little bit. And then from there I've been going to a, hold on a second, this is one of those doozy of a chords. Alright, so from there I'll go to a kind of a B minor 7 shape, but it has the same thing going on where between the fretted notes, except for these two guys, there's open strings. So that sounds like... So what we're going to do there is we're going to have second fret A, 4th fret D, open G, and then my 3rd fret is fretted with my 2nd finger. And then I have an open E. Do the same pattern. Now I've experimented. Now sometimes I'll try to keep my hand, you know, in one spot, my picking hand. And I've also tried to experiment with going up and down. So this is kind of a new, you know, pattern for me, and I'm just kind of working it out. So mess around with, you know, keeping your finger in one spot or your picking hand, or if it is better for you to kind of move with it. And then back to the other chord. Right? So that shift between those two chords and not fretting out any of those notes is really tough. So your homework and mine as well is to be able to get back and forth between those 2 or 3 times without making any mistakes. Now we can go really slowly, and that's what I'd like you to start out with. But, you know, take that one riff and get it down. And then once you get it down, you know, speed it up and see how fast you can do it. Until you can't do it anymore, right? So just mess with that. It's a really good, if you guys have acoustics out there, try it on an acoustic, because, you know, it's a whole different ball game. You know, you got to put a little more pressure on it, and you can't hide behind any distortion. It's really just in your face if you make a mistake, and that's what we want. We want to make, you know, guitar playing challenging, but challenging clean, right?